Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good. The chip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
We just witnessed the indescribable here at Madison Square Garden in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Biggest comeback in Finals history as the New York Knicks, down 29 at one point, come back and win by 1 over the San Antonio Spurs and take a 3-1 lead in the most unlikely of scenarios here at the Garden. It's inside the NBA. It's presented by Lilly. And it comes to you live from this place that has absolutely come unhinged. Everybody in this building in a state of shock. 107-106. The Knicks a win away from their first title in 53 years, and not a soul wanting to leave this building. Timothy Chalamet among those who continue to celebrate. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for making the switch over here to ESPN. Draymond Green is here, so is Shaq. I'm Ernie Johnson. This is Kenny. This is Charles. What the hell did we just see?
We saw the greatest comeback in NBA history, yes. But we also saw what San Antonio did not do in Game 2. Jalen Brunson takes a quick shot, gives them enough time for a tip-in or a foul, even if they want. Just a great comeback, great clock management, great understanding of what it takes to win an NBA championship when the game got close.
Is that what you're going to come up with?
Yes, you have to understand. You have to be great in terms of a lot of things, and they were.
Hell no.
Not great. What do you mean, hell no, they weren't great?
Okay, what did we see?
We saw the dumbest basketball team in the history of civilization.
Oh, wow.
We saw they had a 25-point lead, took eight straight threes. Like, they thought to get, like, that was some of the most mismanaged, stupid basketball. Hey, when you blow a 29-point lead, the other team has to help you. The San Antonio Spurs helped the New York Knicks win this game by doing some of the stupid-ass stuff I've ever seen on a basketball court.
Congratulations to the Knicks for coming back, but Chuck, I agree with you. They played terrible basketball. They got comfortable. They got comfortable with the league. They was already talking about, going back to San Antonio. They just didn't play smart. And, you never know what a champion is until you become a champion. But tonight, the Knicks, they fought like a champion.
They did.
Listen, we're sitting back there in the third quarter, and Shaq goes, yo, these guys got to put them away right now. Second quarter, they got to put them away right now. They start letting them make the run towards the end of the second quarter. The Knicks kept fighting. They kept fighting. They go back 26, cut it to 19. They got back in that third quarter. Once they cut it to 12, this game was a wrap.
But Trey, when they had the 25-point lead, they shot 8 threes in a row, never even came close to using any time on the clock. And you're like, this game ain't over yet.
And with every ensuing bucket that cut that to, okay, they're under 20. Now they're at 15, and now it's manageable.
But as much as, hey, Lord on baby, as much as they were taking bad shots, the Knicks still had to execute and score. You're down 29 points. You cannot be frivolous at all. They did a great job of executing. They stuck with the program in light of the fact that they were getting help. So it was a two-way street. It wasn't a one-way street because the Knicks were not playing well in the first half at all.
TK, I hear you up in the booth, but let's not do the highlight right now because this is too rich to go into a 5-minute highlight. Let's just soak this in, and we'll continue to talk about the game. But this was an incredible night, and to look around here and nobody budging. Nobody here can believe what we saw either, Draymond.
Nobody can believe it. Mike Brown did something great in that second half. He started playing Jose Alvarado next to Jalen Brunson, which allowed it to be another ball handler. So all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson's not fighting 94 feet of pressure. Stephon Castle's out the game. Alvarado took some of that pressure off of him, which then allowed him to beat Jalen Brunson and be great.
Ernie, the Spurs and DeAndre Fox.
De'Aaron Fox,
whatever.
Name
I'm
right
gonna call his ass DeAndre tonight. That was a dumbass play.
Yeah,
he did not have to shoot that ball. They could have just got fouled. There was no reason for him to shoot that ball.
Yeah, let's go ahead, because we are talking about a lot of stuff that's demanding the pictures that go with it. So
I've never seen Ernie. I've been in New York my whole life.
yeah,
This is an arena when game is over, you're trying to beat the traffic. There's no one has left this arena 30 minutes afterwards.
You know why? One more game and they're going to be the world champions. They was down 29. They fought back.
This is the celebration, Jack.
They're feeling
celebration.
it. No.
This is the championship celebration.
They're happy because they know one more game we're going to be the world champions. And they should be happy.
And they got a Christmas gift in June tonight.
all right, let's hit the highlights. Game 4 here at the Garden. A game that looked for all the world like a San Antonio blowout. Not the way it turned out. Taylor Swift in attendance.
I mean, it's OD, man.
John McEnroe was nervous beforehand. We had him on the pregame show.
Man, I've never seen this in my entire life.
And this is a familiar situation because we've talked about how the Spurs were the ones who came out swinging. They did it again tonight. Big time.
This was a pivotal play in the game.
A minute into the game, Chuck.
Yeah, it was huge.
So the second foul on Karl Anthony Towns, and people weren't even in their seats yet.
And you know, you always
And then
hear that.
San Antonio would score 41 points in the first quarter.
And you always hear that saying, you live by the 3 and die by the 3. The first half, they was shooting the 3 ball excellent. Second half just went to falling for them.
That's today's NBA, Shaq. No plan B.
They also took a lot of bad threes in the second half. They weren't even good-looking threes.
Yeah, I mean, inexperienced at time, but also, like I said, the Knicks had to come and capitalize off it. You can take guys, make guys. Those shots were going in the first half, same shots that they were not going in the second half. But you had to capitalize off it.
That's why you just stop shooting them.
Hey, let me ask you, TK, do me a favor. Let's pause this at the half right here before we jump into the second half highlights, because Jalen Brunson has joined us here, and I think it would be great to have Jalen kind of take us through what we see in the second half as well. But first of all, how on earth did that just happen?
One word that captures that all is just believe. Just believing in each other, believing in the process, chipping away one possession at a time. It wasn't going to be one play to get us back. It wasn't going to be one momentum play, but it was just hitting singles, getting on base, just keep chipping away.
I hate to even ask you this question because I know your father very well. I know you very well. I've seen your workout tapes as a youngster, so I know you have no quit in you. However, when you were down 29 points, did any doubt creep in your mind?
I mean, I thought about it, but then I realized just where we're at, and you're allowed to think. You're allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you got to go out there and do something about it. And just having my teammates back, just fighting every possession, just figuring out what we had to do, but not really, just not believing it.
Down the stretch in these games, you've been able to show who you are, Jalen Brunson, but it's been a tough series. Do you feel like you figured them out tonight personally, that you were able to be yourself tonight and be great all night?
I feel like I was a little bit more efficient, probably the more efficient I've been in this series tonight, but I'm not really trying individually to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out how to ways to win games and figure out how to make sure my team has the right mindset going forward. as a leader, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna figure it out. But I got to make sure everyone's just on the same page. We're all fighting. We're all believing, because that's just most important.
Jalen, while we have you here, we want to roll the highlights of the second half, and this is when you make your move. And it'd be great for you to be able to chime in on some of what we see in the second half and what this team's mentality was and what your mentality was here.
Keep chipping away. Honestly, it sounds like a broken record, but we were going to continue to hit singles. I think we made enough runs where it was like 5 or 7, and they may have made a 2 or a 3, and then we went on another 5 or 7. We just kept trying to just string stops together, keep getting in the paint, making plays to each other, and
how about
a little lucky as well.
Well, when you're lucky when you put yourself in position to be lucky. You guys did that in the second half because you took quality shots. Was that also something that was on your mind?
Yeah, just take our shots. Still being aggressive, still trying to make plays for each other, but take our shots. Just getting in the paint, trying to create situations for each other to be successful.
And when you start getting to this point now, when it's single digits, and when do you believe, you know what, we're going to win this game? When do you think that?
We kept chipping away, and so when they got down to like 15 in the fourth, just remember looking at Pops and him looking at me and says, "We're winning this game," and I was all right.
When you look at these highlights, you obviously were spectacular down the stretch, but OG was amazing. Obviously, he had the game winner. What does he do? What does he bring to the table for y'all team?
Here.
Look, that's an OG play.
He does everything.
That's an OG play right there. I didn't even know he blocked that shot because I was so excited in the back. But that's another winning play OG makes. Yeah. And man, this was so close to backcourt.
Ooh. That was more than close.
That was it was. I can tell you're getting your first look at it, Jim.
Yeah.
And here's the play by OG Anunoby. Ernie, was on this play what was crazy. I thought Karl Anthony Towns was going to get the offensive rebound. I said, Dre, Castle is guarding Cat, and it turned out to be OG because Victor went and doubled Jalen.
Yeah, honestly, I saw him backing up a little bit. I just knew I got to kind of get the ball on the rim, and it felt good coming out of my hands. But him being on the perimeter allowed OG just to have a free run, and then he got there.
Up 3-1. I've been in this position before on the wrong side of it. Up 3-1 and lose the lead. What has to happen to close this out in San Antonio in Game 5 and not even come back to New York except for a parade?
0-0 mentality. Our starts have to be a lot better. Our focus at the beginning of the game, our attention to detail has to be a lot better. But most importantly, just keep believing.
Hey, let me ask you that question. I'm so glad you said it. What the hell is going on with y'all the first quarter?
Quick break from the action, guys. And to those of you who've already subscribed or clicked to like and follow us, we certainly thank you. And you probably already received your free gift, and you can skip ahead. But for those of you who have not yet clicked that subscribe or follow button, we would like to ask you to do that for us because it really helps the channel. And we really appreciate those who support us so that we can keep making great content and growing this channel. So stay until the end of this video where we'll say thank you for watching and supporting us, but we'll do it in a tangible way you can personally enjoy and one that really brings actual value to you by giving you your choice of one of these 21 great digital guides or manuals you see on the screen right now covering a wide array of useful subjects, and you'll even be able to read their table of contents before you decide. And that's how we know that each one of you will find something helpful and beneficial to your life's current journey or your future goals. They're valued between $19 and $27, but completely free. We'll see you at the end of the video and then provide you the simple steps to go get it and select yours. Now back to the action, folks.
Oh, no, Chuck. I wish hey, if you could find out for me, let me know.
I'll see you in San Antonio.
Okay.
You know, Jalen, I would say this, that this is more of a comment than a question. Knowing your career and knowing what you've done throughout the years, somebody asked me, what do you think about him? Did you think he was going to be that good? I said, I don't know, but he's always been a winner. 19U, you were the MVP of the 19U team that won the USA. You won the Bob Cousy Award. You win 2 championships at Villanova. You win Big East Player of the Year. You win. If I keep going down your resume, it all at the end just says win. So when they asked me what you were the other day, I said all I know is he's a winner. And today, you showed that today. That's just my comment.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Great game.
Thank you, guys.
One more to go, baby.
I know that you have other media responsibilities. Thanks for making the time for us, and thanks for chipping in on the highlights, too. We appreciate you, man.
Anytime. I appreciate you guys.
One game from now, I'm going to tell you now because I want to tell you their face. But then I'll say it publicly after. But I'm going to apologize in one game. So I'm going to say it right now to your face, I'm sorry. Then I'll say it when you go get your ring.
One game.
I apologize.
Appreciate that.
Represent all them little men out there.
Jalen Brunson, our guest on the night when the New York Knicks had the biggest comeback in finals history.
Oh, there goes Jay Wright.
Jay Wright.
Had all them good players and didn't win but 2 championships.
Hey, I apologize for that on behalf of my partner. Thanks, Jalen. We appreciate
you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable this
Ernie,
night. Unbelievable this setting.
Ernie, I've been in the NBA for 40 years. Probably longer, actually. I've never experienced what I experienced tonight. And listen, we're going to have to give the Knicks their flowers. But, man, San Antonio.
Chuck, doesn't this surpass the 30 points in a row by LeBron?
Yes, that
was our best
That was the
game
most
that we were
amazing
in.
thing I've seen when LeBron scored.
Until this. Yeah,
Until this.
Right.
When LeBron put on that show in Detroit that night.
Yes.
This topped that.
And this surpasses it. This is the finals.
But there's nothing like you're like, I can't believe what I just saw. And listen, if you're the Spurs, man, you got to be kicking yourself. That was some of the dumbest basketball I ever seen in my entire 63 years.
We've all been talking, everyone was talking about OKC having a dynasty. Then the Spurs come along this year, and everybody like, yo, for the next 10 years, that's the type of loss that can derail what you were possibly going to become.
Yeah, but, it was interesting watching that other series, Dre. I was telling people, I said, well, you can't really judge it because they had no Jalen Williams, and then the AJ kid got hurt. I said, man, and they still won 7 games. But let me tell you something. I'm in shock at what I saw tonight. That was incredible.
Now the question is, can San Antonio bounce back from this? That's the question.
Well,
We'll see, and we'll see what Victor Wembanyama has to say about this loss, this stunning loss, when we come back here on Inside the NBA, presented by Lilly. There it is again, OG Anunoby with the game-winning tip.
I did not like the team that the Spurs had out of there, because I told you, I said, oh man, Castle's guarding Cat. And then when Victor, that really made him small down low and got the offensive rebound. Man.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we will, oh my goodness.
Come on, man. Come on, stop it, Riley. Come on, Riley. But Riley, you are right. That was a choke.
Nobody's going anywhere, and neither are we. We'll be back. Look at the angle here on OG Anunoby. As Brunson lets it fly, an unencumbered OGA.
And he still had to go get it. He still had to go get that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't like that play, the defense they had out there, because Cat had to rebound even if he missed it. That's it, Alexander. You're right.
Chuck, that meat is not good.
Just one of the benefits of hitting a game winner in the NBA Finals.
Draymond, you being blasphemous talking about street meat.
Chuck, I had the meat yesterday. I tried to take a second bite of it, like,
Did you put the white sauce on it?
I had so much white sauce. I thought the white sauce was the move.
No,
that may have been the issue.
No, you can't have too much white sauce.
But you've been raving about the white sauce.
Just a little bit.
Got to be controlled.
Not that I'd want to bring the conversation somewhat back to the most dramatic game in NBA Finals history, but I'm going to. San Antonio's down 3-1 now. They led this game by 29. I got to hear from Victor Wembanyama.
Of the game, De'Aaron goes for the layup against OG instead of dribbling the clock out. I wanted to get your thoughts on that particular possession.
I fell on the floor. I couldn't really see. I don't know. I just saw the block.
First row on the right, Tom. On OG's tip-in, Victor, was there a breakdown as far as blocking out, or was it just simply a great play by him?
I don't know. I didn't see it again. I was contesting the first shot, turned around and saw him up there. So that's all I can tell you.
Fourth row on the right, Jared.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. Can you just explain how that thing fell apart in the fourth quarter?
I think it began before that.
Third row on the left.
Can't really explain it right now. I don't know. I think it's just, execution, greediness of some sort. We clearly weren't the most hungry in the second half.
Victor, obviously this is very painful. What's going through your mind right now?
What's going through my mind right now, I think it's going to go one of two ways. One of two ways. And a bad one and a good one. And I know the bad one would be giving up. The good one would be getting stronger through this, getting more together. And I know this is what we're going to do.
Last row, Mark.
Victor, Mark Spears, ESPN's Landscape. Can you just talk about the emotions in the locker room afterwards and just what was going through your mind as you walked off the floor?
I don't know about the emotions, but it was painful, of course. It feels like we work too hard and give up our leads, just as simple as that. It just hurts.
In a word, painful, as
Ernie, can
Victor
I say one
Wembanyama.
thing?
Yes, you may. That's why you're here.
I want to say this. That was a bonehead play by De'Aaron Fox.
I agree, Chuck.
But.
No buts.
No.
Let him finish.
They blew a 29-point lead. Dre talked about it before the game. See, that's one thing I hate about sports. Fans and people think everything that happened in the last minute or the last 30 seconds. When you blow a 29-point lead, that one play, like I say, it was a bad play. But the press can't say, well, the Fox made he made a bad play. But when you blow a 29-point, that don't even sound right.
I'm more upset, though, because as a veteran, you know better.
Yeah.
You know better. This is the finals. We're not playing well. We blew a 29-point lead.
Yeah.
We got the lead right now. Let me dribble this thing out. I'm pretty good
agree,
at the free
but I'm
throw
saying,
line.
but it was
nothing.
Chuck, I agree with you.
He knows better.
It was the overall attitude of what the whole second half was.
I agree.
It was a casual, laissez-faire attitude, thinking that, I can go in and just lay this in, and no one's going to contest me.
Yeah.
And
But that didn't cost him the game. I just want to make that
was
clear.
indicative of the whole thing.
But I thought when you hear Wemby, he nailed it. He said, when they said what happened with that fourth quarter collapse, and he said it started long before that.
Yes.
1,000%. But what I would have loved to hear him say, what we've heard is all these guys, even when Steph came and sat right here, said, Vic's our leader. Vic's the one saying. What I would have loved to hear him say was, as the leader, I start taking bad threes. So then we start taking bad threes, and there was a trickle-down effect. But I want to ask y'all a question. In the spirit of dumbness, because Chuck has been calling all of us dumb, what was the dumber play? De'Aaron Fox laying that ball up, or J.R. Smith against us in game one of those finals?
This one.
One guy, J.R. just got confused on the score. But see, Dre, that's not my problem with today's games. When you got that big of a lead, and we're sitting in the back, somebody says, man, that's 5 threes in a row.
And you're counting them.
And they're like 6, 7, 8. I'm like, damn. You got that big lead, and you take 8 threes in a row. You got Victor out there. And I was like, I don't think there's ever a reason to take 8 threes in a row if it's a tie game. But when you got a 25-point lead and you miss 8 straight threes, that's just bad. And they weren't even thinking about using the clock either.
They took 20 shots in the third quarter, and this is really when the collapse started. They took 20 shots in the third quarter, 12 of them from deep. They went 2 for 12. They had a 30-point second half, outscored 58-30. They were 3 for 17 from 3 and 2 for 14 in the paint in the second half.
But all those threes were looking real damn skippy the first half.
They were 2 for 14 in the paint.
But think about that. When they were making all those threes the first half, we were talking about Mike was over there, bang, bang, bang. And then it was over there, he was like, bang, bang, bang.
That's one of the worst Mike Breen impressions I've ever heard.
And then in the second half, it was like Shaq doing that Hawks thing. Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes, indeed.
Crazy, man. Wow.
Spike.
I need you, brother. I need you.
We welcome you back. Hockey's 2-2. You okay?
Well, you don't always worry about my damn bathroom breaks.
We didn't know it was a bathroom
I went to
break.
pee, number one, okay? It was a number one,
Okay,
all right?
not a big deal. But
TK, you happy now?
No, I have an 80-year-old shot.
So
I have an 80-year-old.
I got a big dog bladder. I drink a lot of water.
Oh, okay. So anyway,
thank you.
The hockey, the Stanley Cup final is 2-2. It looked for all the world that this NBA final was going to be 2-2 after the 29-point lead. But the Knicks come back. They win it dramatically. And we want to hear from Mitch Johnson, the San Antonio head coach, and Mike Brown, head coach of the Knicks.
30 points in the second half. What went wrong offensively in your mind?
Obviously a few things to score 30 points in a half. We got away from what got us the 76 points in the first half, just in terms of putting pressure on the rim, rolling after screens, running, continuing to find the paint, whether it's for ourselves or for a teammate. We got on our heels and, missed some shots, and then, you don't get as many free throws and high percentage looks when you play on your heels like that.
Second row on the right, Mike.
Coach Michael Wright, ESPN. This has been a season, like the regular season and the playoffs, has been just full of a lot of lessons for you guys. Where does this one fall?
Yeah, at the top of the list, just in terms of obviously the circumstances and the stakes of what we're playing for, and to put as much good work into that first half as we did and get the lead that we had and not finish the job is
fourth row,
disappointing
second,
to say the least.
Fourth row, second seat.
Mitch, Nate Ryan, CBS San Antonio. At what point tonight did you feel like the momentum started to become a little too much to overcome?
Honestly, it's tough. You felt the momentum too much to overcome. I didn't feel that until the clock hit zeros. There was times where, again, I felt part of that third quarter, and then some part probably early, mid in the fourth quarter again, where we got away from playing the brand of basketball that got us the lead. And then you saw the, at times, aggressiveness and the just conviction that we played with early on dissipate a little bit. And they made some shots, and that's where you felt the momentum a little bit. We just needed a few more tough-minded plays to finish the job.
Tonight to come back from down 29, what was said at halftime? Did anybody deliver a message to galvanize the guys? And did you have the sense that at halftime your team was going to pull off what many felt would have been impossible today?
We knew there was still a lot of time left in the game. And, we didn't show film. My coaches didn't want to show any film to the guys. We let them sit for a little bit, talk amongst themselves, think about it. And then the biggest thing was, I told the guys we could play better. Right now we're letting the ball get to the paint, and we got to do a better job of keeping the ball out the paint. We got to play faster. So we're not going to be able to call any plays. We just have to get into our actions right away, keep trying to touch the paint, keep trying to move the ball, keep trying to keep the floor spaced. And the reality of it is, not just in basketball, not just in sports, but in life too, I think you can all attest to this. You got to have a little luck in life. You got to have a little luck in sports. But you can also go make your own luck too. So you got to have some natural luck, and then you got to have some luck where you're going to make your own luck. And that was probably the biggest message. Long time to play still. We got to get a little lucky. But let's do what we do so we can make some of that luck happen. And the last thing that we said to them was, let's cut it to around 15-17 going into the fourth. And if we do, we'll give ourselves a chance.
And it was 15, 90-75 after 3. Keep in mind, look, this is a New York Knicks team in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. On this floor, they're down 22 with 7.5 minutes to play and won that game en route to a sweep. And tonight, down by 29. Actually, they were still down 20 in the fourth quarter, but at the 7.5 minute mark, it was like 13, 15. Yeah. Very, very doable.
One thing we know about the New York Knicks, they're going to continue to fight no matter what. They've been having to do that because they haven't started the game very well. So they've been fighting. And, we all been in this league. You know, when somebody gets a big lead on you, you just say, okay, we're not going to, bring it back right away. Let's just cut it to 20. Let's just cut it to 15. Let's just cut it to 10. And that's exactly what they did. But I'm kind of disappointed in Mitch Johnson because, you talk about all that stuff. Why in a timeout you don't look at your guys and say, don't shoot no more threes?
Well, maybe he did.
Don't shoot no. Well, what?
Maybe he did, and they don't listen.
Hey,
well, no, let me tell you something. Then you know what he does? Call another timeout and take him out.
Thank you. Come on.
Two
Kenny.
things bother me about this game. I want to give one guy a compliment and criticize another guy. So in today's NBA, anytime us old guys say something, y'all like, we old, get off my lawn, guys. Yo, those threes were great the first half. At some point, when you start missing, you got to say, you know what, maybe we should stop shooting threes. That's my criticism. I'm like, damn, dude, you ain't making them. First of all, there's never a reason to shoot 8 or 9 in a row when you got a 20-point lead. But also, I want to give Coach Brown some credit. Him going to the Alvarado and Brunson together changed. He said it. He says, we got to speed the game up because we need more possessions. And he said we want to spread the court. So kudos. Coach Johnson should have said, hey, stop shooting all them damn threes. He deserves some criticism. But also Mike Brown deserves some credit because he said it. He said we went to the 2 little guards because we wanted to go faster and keep the floor spread.
Well, if you're a historian about the game, you would say that the Spurs have had something like this happen before in Miami. When Ray Allen, they came back, Ray Allen hits a 3 and then forced another game. And so I'm interested to see what Coach Pop will say to Coach Johnson, because when they lost that, I do remember because we were covering not the finals, but we were there. And he said he took his players out to have a bottle of wine.
Yeah, great meal.
And great wine, because you have to wash this one off. And sometimes if you overdo it, like Mike Brown said, I'm not going to show you film and overdo it. Right now, you may overdo it, especially with a young team. You might have to, Coach Johnson, take your team out for a glass of wine.
Listen, I thought Mike Brown in this press conference would come out and be the happy Mike Brown, the giddy Mike Brown that we sometimes see. He looks disgusted and disappointed, and I think that bodes well for them for Game 5. Not satisfied. That's going to go really well.
Because he's got to be saying, damn, we got away with murder tonight, but we have not played a good game yet.
You said it, luck.
They have not played good game. Hey, Trey,
quarter and a half.
Hey, they have not played a good game, and they're up 3-1.
Game 5 will be Saturday in San Antonio. Underdog trying to accommodate Shaq's.
Corey Mitchell always sweeps us.
Every time y'all talk about nothing.
No.
I might get suspended.
Let it go.
There's Underdog. Give Underdog some FaceTime. Hardest working man behind the scenes.
Hardest working man.
OG,
He just
what a
standing over there the whole
OG
game.
played great. Jose Alvarado played great. He hit some big ones too.
OG.
Ogwigwe.
He probably, if you keep playing like that, he probably not to get his name right.
And for EJ's Meatloaf Stat of the Night. Presented by no one.
Unsullied by sponsorship since.
I had a cat in 1989.
Oh, come on,
man. I told you about that.
But I had a cat when I was in
a
high
grown
school.
man can't have a cat, man.
Oh, my gosh.
I know players in the NBA with cats.
They soft. They soft. I mean,
You're right.
Am I right? A grown man cannot have a cat.
You're right.
So,
I don't have one, but
I agree. I'm terrified.
Thank you.
Cats, by the way.
we've got the World Cup coming up.
Yes, we do.
Fast approaching. This weekend, as a matter of fact. Do you know what a kit is?
The outfit.
In terms, like your uni.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you some kits from World Cup teams and see if you can tell us where they're from. It's called Kit and Run. That's a very clever title. So here we go.
That looks like
whose kit is that?
That looks like England.
Justin Bieber's.
No,
we're looking for the country.
USA.
Oh no, that's Argentina.
No.
USA.
That'd be Paraguay.
Paraguay. Almost, you're close, Kenny. It's right up the street.
Right. Is this the second one?
Brazil.
Oh, that's the second one? No, that's not Brazil.
No, there's Paraguay still.
That's the same one.
Paraguay. First one's USA.
Now, this one.
London.
Oh, he's from Denmark.
He's from Norway.
That's England.
That's the same.
London.
Hey,
England.
who said Norway?
He's from
Me,
Norway.
I said
That
Norway.
away. Congratulations, you got it.
Thank you.
Or you know the player or the uni?
That's Brazil.
Erling Haaland.
Come on, that's too easy right there.
What is that?
Brazil.
That's Brazil.
No, that'd be
That's not
Australia.
Brazil.
That's Australia.
Australia has the same green.
Hey, Mike.
That's right. That's right.
Nice,
Mike.
Kenny. Way to lead me downhill.
Yeah, okay.
Number 4.
That's a Carolina
Madrid.
blue.
That's
He's from
Madrid.
North Carolina.
That's
Chile.
the home of Kaminga.
That would be the Democratic Republic of Congo.
The home of Kaminga.
Yes, you said the home of Kaminga. You did say that. That's correct.
And here you go, last one.
This would be Amazon.
Amazon is not a real country, fool.
That ain't no real jersey.
One of the African countries.
Why? Because he's black?
It is.
No.
He's black.
I have a feeling you're gonna
Nigeria.
get. I have a feeling you're gonna get this right.
Ghana.
Yeah. There you go.
That's right.
Yeah, he saw a black guy say he's from an African country.
Nice reading of the card.
Good job,
Aren't we
Captain.
all?
Good job, Captain
5
Obvious.
degrees, aren't
Great.
we?
Good job, Captain
Great.
Obvious.
Appreciate you, man. It was great.
We'll see you.
Wait,
Spending
what
a
are you
couple
doing?
of games
Wait.
with you.
He don't go to San Antonio. He
Why?
only comes to New York.
If you get me invited, I would love to go, Chuck.
Why? Wait, y'all can't afford him?
What do you mean y'all can't afford it?
Ernie, you know you the boss
Come
around
on.
here.
Well, I may not be the boss, but I did have a moment with Taylor Swift tonight. So
There you
I
go.
guess
You
could
did?
say you could say I am the boss.
Ernie.
This was a very special moment.
Hey, my daughter,
for
Kristen,
me at least.
I see her hand.
My
Where's
daughter,
yours,
Christiana,
Ernie?
would be so happy.
Ernie, that's a sly grin you had.
I knew you was a Swiftie, Ernie.
Maggie
You
and the
should see.
grandkids.
Oh, you should see the
Johnson.
thread of texts after I.
All right, guys, thank you so much again for watching and supporting the channel. For those subscribers who have already seen and made the move to receive your free gift for liking and subscribing to support our channel, feel free to click to skip and begin watching the next great video. And so to get the free gift that we mentioned to you, which is your selection of one of these 21 fantastic digital guides or manuals shown on the screen. And I have personally reviewed several of them just to get an idea of whether they are quality or just fluff. And I tell you guys, they really have gone the distance and made each of them relevant, useful, valuable information on all these different subjects. And some of them are nearly 35 pages long and packed with truths and proven, tested techniques and advice. And you will see for yourself that $19 to $27 really is a fair value range for the one you will select for free. And so we need you to simply follow these simple steps. Click the like button on this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure the subscribe or follow button is clicked now, or some of you clicked it earlier, and that's fine. And then in the comments section, simply type the word GIFT, 4 letters, G-I-F-T. And once you've done that, you can click the link in the bio or description, or you can type the link and go to gift.3z3.me. Oh, that's G-I-F-T dot, the number 3, the letter Z, and the number 3.me. That's gift.3z3.me. And this free gift is being provided today by the sponsor of this video, AIContentCreator.app. And when you click on the link, you'll be taken to the site. And there will be a blue button that is highlighted there for you. And the way it works is very simple. They support our channel and provide for you this free gift when you like, subscribe, or follow and type GIFT in the comments, which helps our channel with the algorithms. And then their hope is that you will see something you like, or you will fall in love with any of their products and services that you see there. And also because they're having a super 80% off promotion right now. Again, no purchase required and no hoops to jump through. Their AI bot will simply verify that you actually did perform the like, the subscribe, or follow to our channel, and that you typed the word GIFT in the comments. And if you like anything you see there, they will in turn provide a small commission to us to help support our channel. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you at another video on our channel. And always remember, whether it's a basketball game that's tight until the end, a great tennis match comeback, an overtime win, or exciting ending in football, a boxing match against all odds, a track runner who fell but never gave up to get the win, an amazing goal kick in soccer, just know and rest assured that we keep a sharp eye focused on finding for you only the sports highlights that are competitions, games, or battles among the best of the day, week, or beyond. And so, if you find it on our channel, you know it's HWW approved, because you can be sure that it's a highlight worth watching. See you next time, and God bless.